Welcome to mygardenchannel.com. In today's video we will discuss the top 3 reasons your seeds do not germinate and grow. I'm hopeful that this video will encourage you to continue to grow and germinate your seeds. Before we start the video, you may see a poll that comes up to the top of your screen. Make sure you click on that before you leave the video and take the poll. Some of the polls are just basic questions, other polls are trivia based. We just like to see the feedback from our viewers to help us better prepare future growing videos. So the very first reasons why your seeds do not germinate and grow is called cold stratification. Cold stratification can be explained this way. It is simply putting your seeds through a period of cold time, say like in a refrigerator, makes the seed go dormant, and once the growing conditions are correct, your seeds will want to sprout, which is also called germination. So simply put, now your seeds will grow. When putting your seeds through cold stratification, it greatly increases your chances of germination. However, there are some tips about the cold stratification. Some seeds take a longer period of cold time. Pro tip, when using cold stratification, make sure that your seeds are completely dry. If your seeds are not dry, you have the risk of running into a mold problem, which will make those seeds not viable. They will actually just simply rot out. One last thing, you've clicked on this video for a reason. Maybe you're having issues with germinating, growing, or do a lot of it and you wanted some tips. The best thing I can tell you about cold stratification, do it with every seed. I don't care if they're tropical seeds, whatever the seed is, no matter what. We grow a lot of tropicals here, and even with the hardy zone 9, zone 10, the tropical plants, they do appreciate a period of cold time. All right, I hope this video is good for you guys. We're going to go to number 2, but before we do, make sure you guys are sharing this video. I want this information to get out there. If you've got a Facebook page, share it on your Facebook page. All right, let's get to number 2 here. The number 2 reasons why your seeds do not germinate and grow is going to be due to growing conditions. The 3 main growing conditions is light, heat, and fertile soil. Real quick about light. If you guys are growing in the winter, make sure you have a grow light. Grow lights have come down considerably here in the last couple years. You can find a nice grow light for not a whole lot of money. Amazon has a lot of grow lights. If you got a Prime account, you get it shipped right to your door. You'll find a link down below this video of some Amazon links that will take you right to the grow lights. I'm going to actually post the one that I use, and it works amazing. Remember, we're talking about reasons why your seeds do not germinate and grow. If you guys don't want to use the grow light in that tip, simply get a sunny location inside your home where you've got some sunlight shining in from a window. Guys and gals, look, it's like this. If you guys are growing your seeds and you've got them planted, the longer that your seed does not sprout, the lower your chances are of growing that seed. So it's critical that you guys have these right growing conditions and you follow these tips, because what will happen is the seed, if it doesn't have the right growing conditions, it's going to rot. Even if it was viable, it's going to rot for you. Now that may lead to a question. How quick should my seed germinate? Well, different seeds germinate with different times, but I can tell you this, 90% of our seeds, they germinate within 3 to 5 days. I'll touch on soil for just a quick minute, and then I'm going to go into warmth. Soil is basically self-explanatory. Make sure you guys are getting a good potting soil. You're not pulling dirt from the backyard, but using a good quality potting soil. It doesn't have to be anything special, just some good, sterile potting soil. Okay, let's touch on warmth or heat. Heat for seed germination. When you're growing your seeds, I am beginning to think this is even more critical than I thought before in the past. If you guys have not watched my video on the heat mat, and it was amazing. I had seeds growing in 3 days using a heat mat and a grow light. So here's some of the video footage from the heat mat video that we had previously posted here. It is very critical with heat. I found that with these seeds that we planted, it was 3 days. It only took 3 days to germinate these, and they really enjoyed the warm soil. This is January, folks. This is indoors with a controlled heat, but the heat that's going on inside the building, it wasn't as good as that heat mat was providing for the soil directly underneath. In fact, I only had 1 heat mat and I had 2 trays. Usually a heat mat covers 1 full tray. So I actually had the heat mat in between the trays, and you can actually see on the close-ups here that all the seeds were germinating were directly under that heat mat, or rather directly above the heat mat. Now we're getting into reason number 3 why your seeds do not germinate and grow. Before I do, anything that's used in this video, you're going to find links down below this video. You're going to find information down below. If you guys are interested in using some of the things that we use, you're going to see that all down below this video. Okay, let's go into the third reason. The third reason is going to be simply that this is not your fault. The seed may not have been viable. I'm going to teach you a way that you can test your seeds to make sure that you actually have good seeds. Inside the seed shell, you should have what's called an embryo, something that's actually going to start growing. There should be some plumpness to any seed that you're growing. If you've got a flat seed, you would want to use caution on that. It may not be viable. So we're going to simply use what's called the pinch test on our seeds. We use this a lot for our daylily seeds. For some reason, daylilies, they produce seeds, but a lot of times in those seeds, those shells are just a shell and there's really nothing inside. It just never developed. So if you guys have ever experienced that, we like to use the pinch test. We're basically just applying a little bit of pressure with our thumb and our forefinger to make sure there's something that's solid inside that seed. And a lot of times if you miss it and you plant that seed, what you're going to find out happening is that it's going to grow mold. It was never viable in the first place. Okay, last grow tip and how to germinate your seeds. You guys are obviously searching for this on YouTube, or you came across, maybe it was something that was recommended in your playlist, or you just have a bunch of seeds planted and you don't know what to do. They're not growing. Maybe it's been 2 or 3 weeks, you've planted all these seeds, or you've got more to plant and these ones aren't growing. What I want you to do is just stop. If you planted them in trays or pots or whatever you did, take a couple of those, place them into a cold area, so like your refrigerator, or if you've got some sort of cold area that gets down to in the 40s, and let them sit there for 2 or 3 weeks. Then when that's done, go ahead and place those back out to where you were growing them originally. Chances are they just needed that cold period to go dormant, and now they're ready to sprout and germinate and grow for you. I hope these tips have really helped you. I hope you would share this video, get it out there. If you got Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, whatever it may be, go ahead and share the video. Let's get the word out, and we appreciate you guys stopping by and being loyal viewers. We'll see you guys in the next video.